Curious how you can use PLR products to create and sell digital products on Etsy? If so, stay tuned because that is what we are digging into today. Welcome back and thank you guys for being here. So today we are going to be talking all about how to use private label rights products or PLR products to sell on Etsy, right? So let's start by just talking about first, what is a digital product? Let's start there. So a digital product, there's a couple different kinds. First, I want to talk about printable products. So printable products are going to be products that you design that people, your customers, can print, right? Sometimes they're just things that they print the finished product. Sometimes they customize and then they print. So examples of these could be customizable invitations, games for bridal showers or bachelorette parties, printable art, and so much more. Then we have digital-based products, and digital-based products are going to be products that you create and then people use them digitally. So again, a lot of variety. It could be checklists or workbooks that people fill out electronically, or maybe they are using a stylus and handwriting it out. Electronic or digital journals, notebooks, or things like cut files for Cricut, graphic design elements like stickers or all sorts of stuff, right? So those are digital and printable based products. And private label right products, or PLR products, as I'm going to be referring to them, are products that people create and then their customers, once they purchase them, the customer has the legal right to be able to edit, customize, change, modify, sell, resell, add their logo, etc. Private label rights products, or PLL products, are also called done-for-you products or white label products. And how they can help you if you're interested in creating or expanding your digital product-based Etsy shop is that it will make your life a whole lot easier from a design perspective. So some examples of PLR products could include workbooks, ebooks, checklists, video content, courses, and so much more. Really just on any type of category you could even think of. So regardless of what your niche is for products that you sell on Etsy, you can find PLR for it out there on the internet, trust me. I mean, if you look at a site that I really like, it's called Coach Glue. They have so much variety, and this is just one tiny little niche on the internet. If you, let's say your niche is horses and you do digital products based on horses and for horse lovers, I guarantee you if you Google horse PLR, you'll be able to find some good stuff out there. Now, the benefit of selling digital and printable based products, especially on Etsy, is the fact that it has a significantly high profitability rate, all right? Think about it. Create a product once and you resell it over and over and over and over again. You don't have to worry about shipping, materials, inventory, or any of those physical costs that come along with selling physical products. And that means that you're gonna have a high profitability margin, which is always good. It's just more bang for your buck and your effort. Now, how can you use PLR content to sell on Etsy? When it comes to using PLR content to sell on Etsy, the name of the game is all about customizing and adding as much value as possible. So if you find some PLR that you really like, you want to purchase it, right? And then make sure to go through it and customize it, brand it, add in your own experience, your own expertise, and make sure that it has a lot of value, because a lot of PLR is going to be pretty bare bones. It's going to be pretty cheap, right? And that's kind of the trade-off between creating everything yourself and starting kind of from a PLR template that's about 60-70% of the way done for you. Could you purchase something and just put your logo on it and throw it for sale on Etsy? For sure. I know there's people who have done that. But if you want to have a successful shop, you need to spend the time customizing it for your audience, for your niche. So spend time thinking about who your ideal customer is and take the time to customize your content that way. The goal is to create a really customized, high value product that is gonna stand apart and add value. All right, so first let's talk about, so how do we do this, right? How do we actually use PLR to sell on Etsy? Like where do we start? First thing you need to do is figure out what the heck you wanna sell. So what I want you to do is take out a sheet of paper, divide it into 3 columns, and in column number 1, write down your experience. Now, this doesn't just have to be your high school experience or your college experience. It could be your certifications that you've received, designations, training you've attended, etc. In the second column, write down your experience. So work history, volunteer activities. Write down the life events that have helped shape you as a person. So were you a single parent, right? Or are you a single parent? Are you, what strives, what struggles, what experience have you had that you have really shaped you into being who you are, okay? So experience down the middle, doesn't need to just be work experience. Add in that volunteer activity, add in what makes you you. Third column is going to be what brings you joy. What are you passionate about? What do your friends ask you about? If you had to speak on a stage for 30 minutes and you only had 10 minutes to prepare, what would you speak about? And those items are going to go into the third column. And as you start creating this list, you're probably going to start having some ideas of digital or printable based products that you could create based off of your education, your experience, and your skills, your passions, right? Once you start coming up with some ideas, start writing them down, and then it's time to head on over to Etsy and to do some research. So start searching for the ideas that you have in Etsy. And as you're doing this, you're gonna wanna pay attention to a few things. One, what items are bestsellers? What items are successful, have had a lot of sales? Pay close attention to the price points, to the titles that they're using, the type of photos that they're using in these listings as well. And from there, you're gonna narrow it down to the product that you wanna start with, or general theme of a type of product that you wanna start with. Once you have an idea, let's say you wanna create a self-care digital planner, right? But that's the idea that you have. Then you head on over, you Google self-care PLR, right? And you find some PLR products that interest you. Again, these are probably gonna be pretty affordable because they are low content products. So after you purchase it, make sure to spend the time designing the product and customizing it based on your education, your experience, and your skills and passions and what you're knowledgeable about. Now you can customize it in several different sites, platforms, applications. You can do it in Word, you can do it in Google Docs, Canva, Adobe, and you have the ability to customize it despite where your skill level lays from a creativity or technology standpoint. So I personally recommend Canva. It's super user-friendly, especially for those like me who are not particularly creative and certainly don't have a background in graphic design. So I recommend Canva. If you want to check it out, go to the link in my bio. There will be a link down there for you to become familiar with it. And as you are customizing the PLR and getting it ready to post on Etsy, refer back to some of those other products that you saw on Etsy as you were doing your research. Now, I want to say, use those for inspiration. See what's working for similar products in your niche. Now, that does not mean copy, duh. Like, don't be that person, right? No, thank you. But use it as inspiration, okay? You're done with that. You've created your product, you've finalized it, you use your PLR, and then you add it to it. Now you have this final product that you are ready to list on Etsy. But before we do that, we need to create listing photos. So again, definitely use Canva for these. Just search for Etsy listing photo templates in Canva and you will get a variety of templates for you to customize, or if you need a couple that you know are profitable and they're gonna work, they're gonna grab the attention of buyers, I do have some down below in the comments if you want to go check those out, or in the description box. Create at least 8 listing photos, okay? And then from there, you're gonna head on over to Etsy, and this is where you are going to spend the time listing your product. So number one thing is make sure that you're utilizing your title based off of how your ideal customer would be searching for this product. So let's say that you developed a self-care digital planner and you want to title it, "It's a Happy Day Planner," right? No one's going to find that. No one's going to find that. Or you want to title it, "Amy's Best Day Ever Digital Planner." Like, people are not going to find that. So get into the heads of your ideal customer, figure out what they're going to be searching for, and use those keywords in your title, okay? Now, as you're going through this, you're also going to want to make sure that you are uploading as many photos as possible. Do not just upload 2, don't just upload 3, upload all of them. Use all available spots for photographs. Utilize video. I think they accept 15-second, no sound videos. Literally, all you have to do is take your listing photos in Canva and move those to save it as a video. There you go. Etsy is going to increase your algorithm and visibility within their own site because you're using features like that, therefore getting more eyes on your product, okay? Make sure that you are including a detailed description outlining all of the features, all of the benefits, all of the chapters, all of the categories, everything that's included. You want it to be thorough in that description. So don't safeguard all of your information, right? If your digital planner has 20 different categories, list out what those categories are, because people do read the description boxes in Etsy and could be the determining factor on if someone is going to purchase that product or not. All right, next, tags. Use all the available tag fields. Do not leave one blank. All right, so think again, tags are going to be what your people are searching for. So make sure to do research. There are other sites that you can reference like Marmalade or eRank that will give you insight into statistics around keywords and tags and things like that. So just know that those resources are out there as well. And then price it based on the research that you did way back in the previous steps. And be sure to price it competitively. Just because this is one of your first products, or maybe you haven't had that many sales or something along those lines, do not cut yourself short, okay? If you price it as a low quality product, people are gonna think it's a low quality product. So if you created a self-care digital planner and through your research you found that those average for $12.99 to $17.99, put yours right between in the middle, right? And just know that you can always go back in the future and adjust and test different price points to see where that magical price sweet spot is for you and your products. All right, your digital product is listed. Way to go. Now, how do you get sales? The perfect blend is to have 50% of your traffic coming from Etsy. So that would be people searching, having it be on the For You pages, having it show up as recommended products, etc. The other 50% should be coming from social media. That is the healthy balance. If that is skewed, it's gonna impact your revenue in your shop. So make sure you are leveraging social media. You get on Instagram, start creating reels, get on TikTok, because short form video content is king right now. If you are not using TikTok for your Etsy shop, what are you even doing? TikTok is like this magical land of people just sitting around with their credit cards out. I don't know what, it completely transformed my Etsy business, and there's no twerking involved. There's no weird singing, right? So don't worry about that. If you need step-by-step instruction on how to use TikTok for your Etsy business, I got that too. Go check it out down below in the description box, but get your butt on TikTok and thank me later, and also use Instagram Reels. Just trust me on that one. Now, there are ads available in Etsy. I don't recommend that you turn ads on, especially if you're a new shop or if you haven't already seen growth and interest in this product. Now, if you have a product that you listed and you've seen sales come through pretty consistently and you just want to generate more sales, that's the time that you turn on ads. All right, and the final step, right, is to evaluate the statistics and the metrics at least on a monthly basis. Etsy gives so many insights and analytics that tell you how your listings are performing. So you can use this to see what is being successful, what you need to edit, and how you can potentially use similar PLR to create new products in the future. So those are my tips on how to use PLR to create digital products to sell on Etsy. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Leave me a comment, subscribe, do those things. I'm not gonna go through them. This isn't the first time you're on YouTube, so you know what you're doing. If you need a step-by-step instructional guide leading you through everything you need to do to create digital and printable based products on Etsy, go check that out. Etsy Success Guide is down below. So that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye.